Probably maybe a couple times.
Follower readiness, leadership style choice. Yeah. Yes, I have.
Anything else? But basically, this we can ask questions about like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, just on how they are coming into the program. If they all start off directing, like if you're coaching them the whole time, or they're and then maybe if there's different positions at each grade level would be. How do you know about that?
Yeah, the learning curve is interesting for students and for student athletes because, again, a lot of it depends on what the person's learning style is. I think you have to spend some time and effort trying to figure out what people's learning styles are if you're going to help them progress. So you get a freshman in, and I think sometimes a new coach, a new system is overwhelming. But see, the good thing about having veteran players is that veteran players can help the other players get further down the road. So I think one of the things that we've done an excellent job of in our program is making the veteran players understand that, hey, they're leaders. You need to help these guys out. We're all in this together. And I think they just do a wonderful job of that. So sometimes when I blow a whistle, one of my players will be talking to one of the other players about something that they need to do, and I'll let them do it before I move on. So I think that, like we have 2 freshmen on the varsity team this year, and they both learn really quickly, and they pick things up really fast. And so that has made their transition a lot easier. I think one of the advantages is that we have a basketball activity class in the fall, and most of the basketball players get into it. I think that helps their transition to when basketball officially starts on October 15th, because they've been around me. They know what my teaching style is like. They get to learn some of the things that we do in the basketball program beforehand. So I think that helps lower that curve. So listen, we have a lot of powers as people, and one of the greatest powers you have is the power to choose. And you can choose to receive information, or you can choose not to do that. You can choose to be kind of a sponge and soak everything in. And it seems like that students and student athletes would know that better than anybody, because it seems to me like if someone's willing to work with you, professor, coach, a mentor, boss, parent, that you should come show them being like a lapdog. Just ready to lap it all up and take it in and learn as much as you possibly can and being prepared and taking notes. But quite honestly, that's not what most people do. I think you have to teach them how to do that, just like you have to teach people how to be good leaders. So I don't believe in my heart that people are born leaders. I think leadership is developed. Helmut Schmidt came here many years ago to Linfield College to speak at the Nobel Peace Prize symposium that we used to have, and he was the chancellor of West Germany at the time, and he was talking about leaders, and he was talking about how the United States, that the rest of the world used to look to the United States for its great leaders. He said, but now leaders in the United States are more like television actors. And it was a direct slam at the time on Ronald Reagan, because before Ronald Reagan became president, he was an actor. And so now it's the 30-second soundbite. In fact, now it's not even a 30-second soundbite. I mean, you watch TV and it's blink, 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 blink. It's like, we're just conditioned for that. So again, I think all of those communication, hustle, approach, being precise, I think all those things come into leadership. I see every player in my program as a leader. Now they may not see themselves that way, but I try to listen. Everybody leads in some way. May not be by voice, might be by the extra time commitment that you put in, might be by the fact that you're the defensive person on the team, might be by the fact that you're the one that goes tells the coach, hey, just thought you ought to know Turner broke up with his girlfriend today. Might be because, hey, coach, when you know Derek Grace is having trouble in a class, usually I'm the last person to find that stuff out. Even though we do grade check sheets and have mandatory study tables, and I see them every day. You know, when it's problems that arise, I don't like that word, I like the word challenge, but when it's problems that arise, usually I'm the last guy to find out. Somebody's been drinking and gotten written up over the weekend. I'm the last guy to find out. I think when those things happen, it's a failure on everybody's part. And some people say, well, me? I didn't do anything. I wasn't at the party drinking. I said, well, you knew they were there, didn't you? Did you try to stop them? Well, no, but I mean, what am I going to do? Well, you go get some other guy on the team that doesn't drink, and you get him over there and you say, hey, look, we talked about this. We made a commitment to excellence. This isn't what excellence is all about. Most young people and most older people don't see it that way, though, because that, again, is confrontational. Directing, certainly. Coaching, absolutely coaching. Participating, absolutely equal time. Sometimes. Delegating, you have to. If you don't delegate, you're in trouble. If you try to, and I've learned that the hard way over the years. I was a guy that just thought you could just do everything. I still am like that. But I'm getting better at delegating as I get a little older.
And that comes with trust.
Yes, it does. Yep.
What do you look up to for leadership or examples of leadership? Who do you look at for as a role model?
I do all types of stuff. I read. I go talk to the athletic director. I talk to former coaches. I call coaches up that I know, asking their opinions. I go to clinics. You get on the internet. Amazing what you can find on YouTube. You know, I've met with John Wooden before, legendary coach. I use a lot of his quotes in thoughts for the day. My mom was a tremendous role model for me. You know, the players in our program. I mean, I just think that there's just so many ways that you can get better at what you do, is if you just have an open mind. I think reading is one of the best ways. You know, Lance Armstrong's book, It's Not About the Bible, you know, and his quote about, you know, cancer was the best thing that ever happened to him. I've never had cancer. I don't know what that would be like. I can imagine, you know, but he said it was the best thing that ever happened to him, because before he got cancer, he was a slacker, driving a Porsche, living on a house on the river, but he wasn't working to his capabilities. And he told himself when he first got cancer that if he lived through that and never got a second opportunity, he wasn't going to let himself down or all the people that helped him get to where he was. And he certainly proved that right. He did something that no human being has ever done before. And see, he found out what the driving force behind his motivation was. He got cancer. Most of us aren't like that. You know, most people wait till the chips are down before they start praying. If you can just figure out how to do that stuff beforehand, then I think you can really impact other people's lives.
Thank you very much for your time.
It's been great. I'll be anxious to hear the results of this. And so I want